Welcome back, viewers. I'm DJ Kid, and today's topic is going to be about drivers in the U.S. So I'm going to kick it off with why is it when you're driving, and let's say you're speeding, somebody will get behind you. Let's say it's on a 2-lane country road. Okay, it's 55 miles an hour. Okay, you could be speeding, you could be doing 70, and that person will be right on your ass. Okay, for me, I don't have a problem with that. If you want to use me as a radar shield, fine. Okay, but why is it though they will stay on your ass? Okay, and then when you go to pass somebody because you're approaching another car, okay, because you're flying up on them, you go to pass them, they won't pass. Now, they stayed on you this entire time, doing well over the speed limit, okay? But now, they stay behind that car. They are like, it's like they're afraid to pass. What is going on with that? Like, I can't be the only one that has seen this, okay? Another thing, why is it people will not get out of the left lane? Now, this is how I consider it. There's the slow lane, which a lot of people should be in, okay? There's the fast lane, okay? And then I consider the third lane the ultra-fast lane, just what I call it, okay? Why is it that people will hang out in the ultra-fast lane and not get over when they see somebody passing or try to pass them? They'll just stay there. And then you have to get in the fast lane to pass them. And basically, from what I've seen and what I've read, if you get passed on the right-hand side, you're a moron. So, there's going to be a lot of controversy on this. Well, you know, if I'm doing the speed limit, then I shouldn't have to get over. Okay, well, I see your point. I see your point. But what if, and this is where you need an open mind here, what if that person got a phone call and said their kid has to be rushed to the hospital, or they can't find their kid, or maybe their grandparent, one that raised them, is dying and they just found out about it, and you're holding them up because you refuse to get out of the left lane. Everybody has different situations. Now, I know when I first started, I was stubborn and I refused to get out of the left lane. But then it hit me one day as I got older. What if somebody does have an emergency and I'm just holding them up? So now, if I see a car that is approaching me pretty quickly, and if I'm able to get over, I will get over and let them fly past me. Because to me, I don't know their situation. So I'm not going to try to hold them up any longer. Okay, that's not my job. That's the cop's job to go get them whenever they get them, if they get them. Okay, but what if they have a serious emergency that they need to get to, or maybe they're having a serious emergency that they know of themselves that's happening to them, and they need to get to the hospital, and you're just holding them up? Why? Why won't people get out of the left lane? You don't hang out in the left lane. Get over so somebody else can reach their destination. Whatever it might be. You just never know. Another thing, because I can't be the only one. I just can't be. I've noticed a lot of people running stop signs lately. What is going on with that? People will come out of a side street and just pull right on out. Just keep on going. Like never even hit the brakes. What is going on with that? If I had been closer, I would have T-boned you because it don't even seem like you even looked. What is going on with that? Why are people not stopping at these stop signs? Now I see why they put in roundabouts, because if you T-bone somebody, well, at a rate of, let's say, 40 or 50 miles an hour or higher, okay, you're going to be severely hurt, okay? But if you put a roundabout in there, it slows you down. So if you do get an accident, you may not die. But I don't understand why people are, that's just mind-blowing. How many people I've seen just pull out from a side street and just keep on going. What is going on with that? So there's that. Another thing, bright lights. Why don't people know when to turn their bright lights off? If I'm passing somebody on a dark road, okay, and we're on a country road, and I pass you, and you have your brights on, because obviously you're trying to see where you're going, okay? I pass you, okay? You turn them off after I get in front of you. That's fine. That's fine and dandy, okay? But then you'll pull like maybe 4 or 5 cars ahead of them, and they'll turn their brights back on. Do you not realize I can still see your bright lights? You're still blinding me. Now, granted, a lot of these cars have the tinted mirrors and, and stuff like that now, but for those that still don't, why in the hell would you turn your bright lights back on? You're blinding the person in front of you. I wait until I basically can't even see their taillights anymore before I turn my bright lights back on. That's just, to me, it's just respect. Like, that's mind-blowing to me. Why people, there's a lot of people that do it. So I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one thinking this. It's killing me. There's also another thing that I want to discuss. It's like many topics in one. Accidents. Okay. Now, you will have people that like to speed, and I'm one of them. Okay. The faster, the better. I love speed. Okay. But you have people that get into major accidents out here on the highway. Okay. And it's unfortunate. Okay. But I find it crazy that the first person they want to blame is the speeder. Now, here's what I'm on about here. And keep an open mind here. If the speeder didn't have anybody on the highway, some speeders, not all, okay, because some just have no clue what they're doing. If the speeder, okay, was on the highway by himself, he would have had, more than likely, no issues. He would have did the speed that he wanted to do and got to his destination, okay? Now, unfortunately, that's not the case. There's other people out here. Now, like I said, after the accident happens, they more than likely blame the speeder. But is it always the speeder? Or is it the people that don't pay attention to their mirrors? People, I have seen this countless of times. People will look in their left mirror, their driver's side mirror, and say, oh, there's nobody next to me, I can get over. No. You have to, not only do you have to look to see that there's nobody next to you, you need to, some drivers still do it, look over the shoulder, make sure nobody's there, and look in that mirror, look in your driver's side mirror, and look basically deep into it to see if there's anybody coming up on you that's speeding. If you would notice a car that is flying up on you before you got over, you could let them go past and then get over, thus not causing an accident. So, to me, I don't understand why that's not trained or why that's not taught in driver's ed, which a lot of people don't take driver's ed. They just, once you get of age, you can just go and take your written and then go, to your test. And if you pass it, you get your driver's license. But I think everybody should have to go through that driver's ed class first, because they really do teach you a lot of things. And it's one of those things where the trainers that I had knew their shit. And I loved them for it. And I'm grateful that they taught me that. Because everybody needs to be taught. They almost need to be taught like a CDL driver. Look in that mirror first before you get over. Not just look to see there's nobody there beside you. Look into the mirror where you can see way behind you and see if there's a car flying up on you. If there's a car or motorbike flying up on you, let them pass first. Let them do their 90, 100 miles an hour, however fast they're going, and then get over. I understand why people just look, oh, there's nobody beside me. They get over, and then they get rear-ended. And then they wonder what happened, and then they blame the speeder. It's not always the speeder's fault. It's not. It's not always the speeder's fault. It's people not paying attention to their mirrors. That's what it is. Just like people will not pay attention to their rearview mirror. So they don't see that somebody's speeding up on them or riding their ass because they want them to get out of the left lane. They just don't see it because they're not paying attention. People need to pay attention to their mirrors. Some people have so much stuff in the back they can't see out of the rearview mirror anyway. But you can still see out of your sides. For those that at least have for those that haven't had it knocked off. But to me, mirrors are crucial. If I'm in the left lane and I'm cruising in the left lane and I'm speeding in the left lane, I'm still looking in my rearview mirror to see if there's somebody going even faster than me. And if they are, I will get over and then get back and keep my pace if I can. Sometimes I got to get over and slow down because the middle lane, the fast lane is not going as fast as I would like it to. But I'm not telling people to speed. I'm just saying if you're going to pay attention, even if you're driving slow, pay attention to your mirrors. Semis do it. I mean, I was even taught to, if a semi wants over, and you have the room, you have the clearance to let him over, it is headlights off, on, off, on. That will signal to that semi driver that he has the clearance to get over. And then they are supposed to say thank you by flashing their trailer lights. So that's the parking lights. Parking lights, flash, they'll flash them. That's their way of saying thank you. But there's a lot of new drivers out there that don't do that because they don't know that etiquette. But if you're an older driver, you know that etiquette. So especially if you have a CDL and you're watching this, you definitely know that etiquette. But that's just crazy. So it's the mirrors that you need to pay attention to because that could save your life. It could save the other person's life. Now, granted, motorbikes, I don't agree with them cutting lanes or splitting lanes. That's what that's called. Splitting lanes. I don't agree with that because I just don't. I mean, what if? There's a lot of what ifs on that. But a lot of people do it. Some states it's legal. Some states it's illegal. I don't like that. There is also for semis, what else? Oh, mirrors. The if you're on the highway and traffic comes to an abrupt stop, there's a lot of people doing it now, and I'm very happy that people are catching on to this. Put your hazards on so people can know that we are stopping with a vengeance. Like, we're coming to an abrupt stop. Put your hazards on. So when you come up to it and you're still doing 70 miles an hour, okay, you can see up ahead of you, oh, there's flashers on, we are coming to a stop. Then I would do the same thing. As I'm approaching that, as I'm slowing down pretty hard, I would put my flashers on to let the people behind me know to slow down, okay? Now, mirrors, okay, there are a lot of people that I've seen get slammed either by semis or another car because they don't watch that rearview mirror. If you're coming to an abrupt stop, pay attention to your rearview mirror. That rearview mirror can save your ass. Pay attention to that rearview mirror because if you're paying attention to that rearview mirror and you're coming to an abrupt stop or you are already stopped, then you will see that car come flying up on you. And some people do. I have seen some people that actually get out of the way because they see it coming. But sometimes semis don't pay attention because they're playing on their phone, even though they're hauling 80,000 pounds or more. But some people just don't pay attention. So they will slam into you doing whatever speed the highway speed was or faster. But if you pay attention to your rearview mirror, maybe, just maybe, you might be able to get out of the way. So mirrors are huge. They put them on cars for a reason. Use them. Use them. It's crazy that people don't use these things. But it's truly mind-blowing how many people don't use their mirrors, how many people don't pay attention. It's just, pay attention. I mean, if you want to live while you're driving, that's why they're saying that it's safer to fly. I don't think it really is, but you're adding to that by not paying attention and letting yourself either get killed or get in an accident. So pay attention, and that's it for this session. So we'll talk about the planes in another session, because I just don't believe that it's safer to fly than drive. So until next time, we will see. In the next video.